I was invited to watch Gangseo FC soccer game before the Christmas funding party I organized as an intern at People Foundation. I arrived half an hour early, expecting a crowd of families, parents, and friends, but instead I saw a barren soccer field, and I thought, this is worse than I expected. Around 2:30, players shyly climbed out of the bus and filled the place with laughter, noise, and sweat. The game began, and the young, joking high school students suddenly turned into fierce soccer players. I didn't know much about soccer, but they looked as handsome and passionate as Cristiano Ronaldo to me. After the soccer game, I was able to find out more about the club. I had heard about them and knew that they needed financial help, but I did not know the magnitude of seriousness. Compared to the opponents, they lacked a lot. First of all, they did not have enough players for the team, but they also did not have gloves in such a freezing weather, and they didn't even have the money to borrow soccer fields. But even more shockingly, the coach was also their driver because they could not afford to have another person. In the small dining room, we held a small fundraising party. Players were presented with infinite boxes of chicken, pizza, coke, and snacks. Sponsors drove from all the way from Seoul to give gloves, play songs, and wish them good luck. I had never seen these players before, but knowing that they needed help and that I contributed by organizing this fundraising party, I felt warm. But I knew from the deepest part of my heart that none of this would suffice. When I heard they returned on January 3rd, after learning that the team was leaving the dorms, I found the place completely torn out. Horses were lying on the floor, all furniture were being taken out, and rooms were completely empty. Unable to pay the rents for the building, the team was essentially being kicked out. Only in this small corner there was a display of awards, strikingly many for a team so poor and so unsupported. After a few days, the players really did leave the building, and the coach decided to go on a winter camp while trying to secure another building. And because I was determined to learn more about the situation and see what I could do, I literally just followed. I was the only girl amongst the 20 other high school students and adults. I was scared, but I was excited, and I hoped that I could contribute. Basically leaving the hopes of winning behind, Gangseo FC drove to the countryside the very next day. There, I endured several days of awkward conversations and soon became fairly close with all of them. They treated me like a friend. The more I got to know them, the more apologetic and dismal I became.
그냥 맞으면서 그냥 똑같이 그냥 남들과 다르게 맞으면서 이유는 모르겠는데 주장도 있는데 꼭 저만 때렸죠. 초등학교 때는 선배들이 때렸죠. 왜? 선배들이 막 바퀴벌레 먹이려고 그러고 오줌 먹이려고 그러고 막 샴푸하는데 짜고 있는데 오줌 싸고 머리에다가 때리고 코치님 봤는데도 그냥 본 상태로 문 열었다 그냥 때리는 거 보고 다시 문 닫고
다치고 나서 5월달에 다치고 나서 갑자기 절 갈구기 시작했어요.
왜?
때리고 막 희한하죠.
때려?
네, 학회채로 때려요. 머리도 우리고 깎으라요.
The students no longer wanted to play soccer. However, it was simply the only thing they could do at this point. Most of these students will quit soccer after high school and work part-time in places like restaurants and gas stations. Is this the future we envision for our younger generation? Is this the reality of our silent majority?
안 되면 없으면 안 될 존재. 저는 그냥 맞는 포지션. 중앙 수비, 오른쪽 풀백, 왼쪽 풀백, 오른쪽이 왼쪽이 포워드 노트 딱. 살아있네.
그래서